Hello, my name is Zhatelier, welcome back for another episode of The Last Kingdom in Aurora 4X, and in previous episode we activated the swarm, but not much else really happened. I was actually going to continue a bit further in the time skip here. It's currently the 25th of April, year 100, of the Last King's rule, and there was something that happened in Shamshir. The enemy poked through here with their survey ship, and we destroyed it. I think it's a survey ship or some sort of ship anyway, with jump capabilities. It got in here, and we shot it down with the Cavalier that we had there. We were trying to send in a fleet in to guard the jump point in Diamond. That happened a bit before our fleet got in here, and apparently the enemy fleet that was guarding their jump point over there decided to then get in here, or they are probably heading to Shamshir. I'm not entirely sure if they have anything that is jump capable, though. Probably they do, but I'm not entirely sure. It was our oiler over here that spotted them, and it looks like they haven't spotted us. I'm pulling it a little bit further behind, but I will probably have to follow them just to get close to the jump point. Well, they are going much faster, so the difference, or it shouldn't take too long for them to be far enough so that we don't need to worry about getting revealed or anything like that. I don't think they have the sensors on right now, which is why they haven't spotted us. They have much higher thermal signatures than what we do. We've got 600 on the tanker here. And then, yeah, we got a fleet over there guarding the jump point, so it could be that if and when they turn back, they will probably run out of fuel, which means that they will be, or should be, heading directly to their capital again. And we might be able to engage them there. But what we know of these ships so far is... let's zoom in a little bit. They've got pretty massive thermal signatures. I'm not entirely sure about the total tonnage. But, of the ship classes, so there's the Kumas. We don't know anything about them, really. Other than that, we've seen two of them. These might be... well, actually, I don't know. We know the speed, or the current speed that we observed anyway. Then, of the Megamis, we know that they have Resolution 1 sensors, range 19 million, so they can spot us pretty far away with any ship if they have that active. But, yeah, they got 3 of those here, and I believe these are point defense ships. The Nagatos have Resolution 104, which means that it's more of an anti-ship role, so these might be armed with lances that most likely outrange us, so that's going to be a difficulty. But I think we might be, especially if they run out of fuel, I don't know how they behave in combat during that time. Like, they should be just trying to head back home, but they might still be firing on us, so I'm not entirely sure about that. Now... also, I don't know how good of major supply points the AI ships have. Is it possible to try to bait them to fire on, basically be as at the max range that they can shoot at? Or like something, let's say 235,000 kilometers, so they have a relatively low chance of hitting us. Although they will probably fire quite a few times, so I'm not entirely sure how well that's going to happen, but... or work, but let them fire on us, then we fly in close to shoot our barrage, and then pull back, and then let them shoot again, and try to, like, use the range in our advantage, although they probably have... I don't actually know. Let's have a quick look at the active sensors. Next tech... not active sensors, beam fire control. Okay, so the... I don't know. Maybe they have... first of all, let's go for the 4 times the range. So they either have 250... or 256,000 kilometers, which would give them... actually, how good is that going to be? Just picking up my calculator here, so 1 moment. So they'd have about 6% chance of hitting us with this, if it's this range that they have. I'm not entirely sure. If they have the 80,000, then they'll have a much higher chance of hitting us, about 30% or 33% chance of hitting us. Plus, if they have crew training, which they probably do have a little bit. So that's a bit of a problem. So even if we try to bait them to fire on us at the max range, well, I suppose it might actually be something like 7 or 8% hit chance at the 235,000 kilometers. But yeah, we don't really have anything that can effectively counter that. Not right now. We do have the Lancers currently in development. Actually, no, I think we've got on the first Lance already. I've been doing a little bit of design of, for example, the Lynx down here. It has one particle lance 4 and 2 particle beam 4s. Same rate of fire, so it will be basically just 1 beam and 2 particle, or 2 beams and 1 lance. And not massive damage necessarily, but it does penetrate through 4 layers of armor with the lance. Not necessarily enough to actually do internal damage, but also the particle beams that will weaken the enemy armor a little bit, so that if we can manage to get a hit on any of those places that has already been hit, it gives us an even higher chance of getting through the armor. But again, this doesn't have a massive range, so the enemy would still outrange us. But the rate of fire is very small, and I think the enemy has about maybe 50 seconds rate of fire? Somewhere around there. From what I could estimate. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if that's correct. But anyway, we've been standing over here for a while, so let's take a little bit of... Okay, so we lost some of the thermal signatures. They are relatively far away, and they're still continuing. Let's give them 2 minutes. So yeah, they are moving. I'll let them get a little bit further away. I have sent some reinforcements from Rurales towards Caldera in case they go there. I'm pretty sure that they haven't... Well, actually, they had... Ooh, right. They did capture some of our crew members, so they may have gotten the intel on this system, so they might know that there's a jump gate over there. Okay, we don't have a massive fleet in here. Like, we got a little bit of ships, but about half of the ships that would be here normally are currently in the Diamond Task Force. Well, more or less. Which is currently in Zhatelier. And I'm not entirely sure how well I'll be able to get these ships out of there. We do have a manta ray that is on its way from Rurales to then act as a jump tender until we get replacement ones. And the replacement one should be the Mark IIs, which I believe... jump tender station... You should be able to jump, yeah, 10 kilotons, so all the ships that we currently have, military ships that is, should be able to pass through that. The Cavalier that is currently in Shamshir, which did shoot down the Taiho class, it couldn't jump into Zhatelier, which is why it was standing at the jump gate there, and it's currently run out of fuel. We do have now, since I'm pretty sure that they will destroy the jump tenders that we have in here, which is a bit unfortunate, but not much we can do about it. So we have one of the Dolphins coming back from Crusea Mars to first refuel the Cavalier and then go act as a jump tender until we get a replacement one from Rurales. It's going to take some time, but anyway, let's keep on going. So, okay, we lost all the thermal signatures. I'm going to give them a little bit of time before I turn the oiler back around. I'll probably set up a... Actually, let's have a look. Hold on. 10 kilotons is... Is it 200? Cross-section? Yes, okay. So they will spot us with the full range, so we'll probably need a waypoint about... Actually, how far can they spot us again with the sensors? Just in case. Nagato, so 90 million, so if we go about 100 million from jump point off to the side, for example, down there, I'll set up a waypoint. I think that's good enough. It's a bit further away. Right. So this one, I'll turn you around. Move last waypoint, go to the waypoint number 4, just so that you'll be close there. Even when need be, you can go back there. Although I'm not entirely sure if you are going to be needed in there. But, you know, I'd rather be close enough, I guess. Let's actually think about this. How far... Oh, we can still somehow see the distance from us. Even though we can't see the signatures. It's 61 million away. So it would be somewhere around there. Okay, but we are actually the Royal Transport with the extra brigade is still pretty far away, but hopefully we can get the Dolphin at the jump point before that, just so that we can actually then bring in enough troops to capture the planet that we're currently trying to capture. And then we can start preparing for assault on the next place. As you can see, it's still missing 17 points. Or actually, technically 18 to be able to capture it. Actually, no, the force required strength to force surrender is... Okay, so it is 17 points. But I'm pretty sure that they were heading towards Shamshir to do a retaliation. So we don't have a massive amount of time before they jump through. We can take 1 hour increments here for the time being, because if we go too fast, then they might not be able to slow down quickly enough, which means that they will then be able to destroy the jump tenders before we even get a notice of it. It will still take some time. Like, they went right on top of the jump point. Well, the reason why I'm not using the auto turns is because I do have the old contact on, so it's not going to necessarily pause the game when they appear there. Although technically spotting a jump should pause it, but I'm not entirely sure. I prefer to do it manually, just so that I can just keep an eye on things. Right, so we do have a survey ship coming in, which we may need to divert, actually. Possibly. Oh, new mineral deposit in Rome. One of the moons that's... Oh wow, 1 million tons of titanium at 1 accessibility and over 500,000 almost 600,000 vendorite at 0.7. Not bad, no survey potential though, but it's still a pretty decent amount of minerals in there. Not necessarily the most useful minerals right now, or the minerals that we need the most right now, but still better than nothing. Also, in Joyeuse, for the Faithful, there's been yet another civilian mining complex that has been opened. So we're buying all the minerals from those. We got plenty of cash, we don't really need to worry about that, so, you know, it's going to be a lot of extra minerals for the Faithful. I'm sure that they will appreciate it. We just don't have the mass driver yet in there. We're currently working on it though. We should be done with it soon. If we have a look at industry, it's going to be done in July. Okay, so it's going to take a little while. We could of course transport one in there, but I think just building one will be fine. Oh, actually, now that I think of it, well, no, I'm pretty sure that they were going to... Let's see. Looks like they were more going towards Shamshir than Jade, because we did go into Jade rather recently. I think they are going down there, although they seem to be a little bit off course. Maybe. But I don't actually know where they are heading. Not entirely, anyway. But it might be just the... Hold on, if we are already here, then they should have gotten through to Shamshir already. Oh, they might actually be going to Jade. Interesting. I mean, we do have ships in Jade. Yeah, we got a survey ship over there. I believe we are sending in another one there as well. So far, no sign of them. They should really have reached there, unless they run out of fuel and turn back around. That's a possibility. Which means that if that's the case, we'll eventually find them over here. Or they might be going back to the... Okay, it does say 700 million. I don't know. It could actually be pointing to these themselves. Well, unfortunately, we don't know exactly. Oh! Now they've been spotted somewhere else. Not in Shamshir. At least they're no longer being spotted in here is the problem. Do we know? No, it doesn't show them anywhere. Let's have a quick look, just making sure that they don't... No, last notice in Zhatelier, 25th of April. It's been 4 days and no sign of them since then. It's a bit of an interesting thing. We did send in the Recon 2 crew back to Caldera, by the way. And actually the salvager should be arriving here soon. Yeah, it's okay, 9.5 days away. Well, let's go back to Zhatelier, because this seems to be the place that things might be happening in. Okay, let's take a little bit longer turns here, just in case. Royal Fleet number 2 has completed orders. Oh, beginning to overhaul. Right, so... Oh yeah, they did go over the deployment. Just move them back there. They will need to refuel at some point, but should be alright, and they've got a decent bit of training already. Unfortunately, the Manta Ray didn't get a full training. But, you know, that happens. Okay, so the oiler is down there. You've got plenty of fuel. I'm gonna keep you in here for the time being, though. Do we have a sign of the... So the Dolphin is still pretty far away. It's gonna take 8 days to reach the Shamshir checkpoint, and then quite a bit of time to reach the Cavalier. Right, let's take 8-hour increments then, for the time being. Oh, it should be overcrowded, right, so that is basically out of fuel, and it has some prisoners of war from the enemy ship. And we found another abandoned autumn mine. Right, so in Caldera has the transport ship... No, there's some trade fleet going to Remover, and a Romanov colony ship is going down there. Then we got a ship bringing in some fuel to Caldera. Or tanker, and Royal Recon is going to refuel at Caldera soon enough. Okay. Nothing too important though. Royal Recon has arrived there. Okay, let's give you orders to do... Wait, Royal Recon? Oh right, it is this one. Yeah, you started your overhaul. You almost... Oh wow, that deployment time was just perfectly measured. Or rather, I sent them back at the correct time. The maintenance is going to take some time though. Right, well let's go back to Zhatelier. I'm not entirely sure if the enemy ships have been spotted at any point. Probably not. But yeah, the reason why we didn't spot the enemy ships with our fleet going to Diamond, or the Diamond jump point here, is because we refueled over there. It's a bit off to the course, just for the reason that it's less likely to get spotted, but it's in a good location, it's close to the planets there, it's between the... Well, it's between the planets and the 2 jump points that we'll be mostly using over here. So it should help quite a bit. I'm a bit perplexed. Where the hell did the enemy fleet go? It's no longer visible here, but that's about it. We don't really know much. Oh! We spotted them there somehow. Not entirely sure why, or where the hell are they going. Oh, maybe. Is there anything in there? Let's see. Jade. No, so the A is the only one that has anything important. There's a gas giant and a terrestrial planet here, which has a lot of gallicite and uranium. This would be a perfect place to getting some engines done. But yeah, that's moving away. Oh, it's been spotted here somehow. Still a bit perplexed how, but I don't know, maybe we've got some intel revealing their location a little bit. But okay, so they got to Jade, not to Shamshir. Oh, that's a relief. Overcrowded new naval officer. Okay. Let's quickly go to the Shamshir again. The Cavalier is still sitting there. I suppose. How far is the Dolphin? Is still pretty far away. But it's gonna be closer than the other tanker. So I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Oh, and hand survey went through. Should be going into Jade, I believe. No, it's going to Satellite. Okay. And over here we are also doing a fair bit of surveying still. Oh, right, yeah, this is the one that leads to Andromeda. Which we know that they have surveyed. I don't know much more than that, but I know that they have surveyed it. Okay, I think at the next build cycle I'm going to start taking the one-day increments. Just to speed things up, but okay, yeah. Oh, salvage has completed orders. Okay. I think it's time for you to go and salvage the Kirishimas. Because those are the ships that we managed to destroy a long time ago. Ah, new mineral deposit in Rome. Oh, wow. That is a lot of duranium and carbamide. That's certainly a moon that we want to. So that's A5 moon. So this moon. Oh yeah, that's the one that we just found. We'll create a colony there. I'm sure that has Alexandrus wants to utilize that, and then. I mean, this one's not. Ooh, it does have some water. It's a bit cold, so it's going to be very expensive. But I mean, it can be made into a mining colony. There's a moon down here, which has a little bit of things, but not really all that much. Might be worth just letting civilians mine through that eventually. Then this one has a lot of duranium, has a bit of chance for getting more. Again, it's a cold planet. It looks like this is a very cold system, generally speaking. Like, other than the central few planets, like there's one very toasty planet, Venusian planet, then there's one planet with tundra. It does have oxygen, actually, a lot of oxygen. It's still a bit cold, but it does have a pretty good potential for population. So this is actually, well, we haven't surveyed it yet. We don't know what resources there are. There might, actually, I'm pretty sure that there's not going to be any, what's the thing? The orcs. Hold on a minute. These things. For some reason the name escapes me right now, but anyway, there's probably not going to be those aliens in there because we've already loaded out, saved and reloaded several times since we found this system. Okay, overcrowded. Commander promoted. So the Dolphin is 9 days away. Let's start picking up the speed then. So we can refuel and get those prisoners into the planet. Oh, that was a shorter increment. The question is why? Oh, we've seen them in there now. Not entirely sure how we are spotting them randomly. Like, hold on a minute. You know, we really shouldn't have the range to spot them. But maybe it is just the intel points that we have. It's eventually, or every now and then, opening or revealing the location or something like that. Because that seems to be what's causing it. So, oh, I think So the Mogamis have resolution 1 sensors. Nagatos have 104, so it could be that Kumas are just some sort of survey vessels. Or there might be something that has a massive amount of lenses as well. I don't exactly know, but kind of looks like they're just surveying or something. Which might actually be the case. I'm not entirely sure, but it kind of feels like that might well be it. Hostile ship. That is a military ship. Okay. But that's actually going to be a cliffhanger for next episode, because we are out of time for this one. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.